Hello, greetings. This is Gillesmansillon. I wanted to come and to see a little bit for this month of September. I'm going to remove myself from the process to address those ideas in the most general way possible, and to see if we can do some forecast on the energies of this month. The French reading was very, very positive. For I'm going to do this reading with the intention to serve the highest enlightenment of everyone that is listening to those videos. For there is no need for me to address the consciousness of those who are not listening to this message. But in essence, we are all one, and we are all connected, and we are all affecting one another. So the situation for us is the Hierophant. It is the mastery of wisdom. It is Lord Buddha, connecting to Lord Buddha, to the stillness within your heart. And it is the mastery of the emotion. The moon is symbolized by emotion. And so here we have the elephant. It is the strength. It's the overcoming obstacle. It is connecting to wisdom, to those who have wisdom. Surround yourself as much as possible to beings that possess wisdom. And do not pay attention to those who are trying to distract you from your wisdom, from your love, from your connection. So the Hierophant is in a sense the mastery of obstacle and the mastery of wisdom. So there is great wisdom that is coming, revelation that will be coming this month. What goes around this situation, that surrounds the situation, is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is love, it is harmony, it is sharing, it is balance, here it's the unfoldment. It is an unfoldment. It is the connection to all that is through the disposition of balance, equilibrium, harmony, flow. We want to move into everything is flow. When we go into unwanted things, we're going against the flow. When we're going towards wanted things, we go with the flow. And move always with the flow as much as possible. Become the flow and move into a flow that leads you into grace, into the state of grace where things are received without resistance. What we see in our conscious mind that will unfold before us, it's the sage of crystal. It is the knower, he who knows. For we're going to move from belief into knowing. And here we have the galaxy of Andromeda. We have our friend Albert Einstein. It is somebody that holds a diamond in his hand. For when you see the sun, point your finger towards the sun, it activates the ethereal crystals inside your hand, and you will feel it. It's a good way to connect to the Father Sun. I'm going to talk about Mother Earth and Father Sun. So it is the realm of crystal, it is the crystalline. So there is great knowledge that is coming to us. We want to be open to unfold, to receive the information. And whenever you get from your insight, from your dream, from your meditation, just pay attention to it and do not doubt it in relationship to what's proposed in the media or in what's been taught in school. We're living in a revolutionary time, and we have to unfold a new truth, and the highest truth you can ever get comes from within you. It is your own soul and spirit guides that are assisting you in that process of unfoldment. What comes from our subconscious, what's been buried, and that may come up, because all the subconscious needs to come up to the conscious in order for us to move into full consciousness. Once we'll be in full consciousness, we'll have no more subconscious, and the subconscious has been cleaned, has been cleared for the most part, and there is ecstasy. Ecstasy is the source of love, the source of life. It is about it's about sharing. It's about so there is great love that will come from the depths of the subconscious. That is so there is nothing to fear. Really, we have really asked to let go of all fear. What is present right now that is living, the situation that is living is stagnation. For we feel like we've been blocked and stagnating and moving in circle with all our old programming, but this situation is actually ending, it is passing, and so just be patient and ask the universe to assist you in the release that is needed. And what is coming up in the right near future is brilliance. It's the Ace of Crystal, it is the Excalibur, it is the ability to see clearly things, to be clear-minded, to see the brilliance in things, and to allow yourself to be very, very clear-minded and to be very precise, and to be able to enjoy this clarity. For clarity, we can be greedy for more light, more lucidity, more clarity, and to passionate ourselves for serenity, to be above the chaos and tumult of the world. The strength and power we have in this situation, what represents us in the reading, is the Two of Wands. It is purity. So we continue to purify ourselves. Purity is like an open window. It is a candle. And here it is. So it is about it's the lotus flower. It is the purity of snow. It is the snake, the transformation. The snake is a magical. It's been diabolized, demonized, let's say, in society. But it's very wise. It is able to change skin and transform itself. And so it is about purifying ourselves. For sexuality is connected to the snake. It is a snake that unfolds, and the sexuality has been perverted on the earth, but it is something very sacred. It is something very precious. It holds the secret of longevity. It is the dance of the feminine that needs to dance with the masculine, to commune, to communicate, and to become one, to encounter those two parts within ourselves, and to create this dance that leads to the union and harmony, the Shiva, that means the Shakti. And so the Kundalini will be rising. And so for right now, we still continue to purifying ourselves, and this is our strength, this is what we have. What comes to us as an environment, the energy that surrounds us, is time and space. So time and space are both paradisical gifts. They are complementary. For time does not change, but everything changes through time. And space is just a field. For beyond time and space, we live outside of time and space. It's just a field that we have integrated for space can exist without time, and time can exist without space. It is just concepts that they come together to create this experience, this magical experience. But it speaks of a brand new beginning, a new start, a commencement of something new that is for this new moon that just happened will lead us to the equinox, where the veil are very thin, where things are in balance. We'll pass through the 9-9 portal, we'll go through the equinox, and then we'll move into the 10-10, the 11-11, and the solstice, the winter solstice, so and then we're going to move into in the 2020 to the great shift, the great year of all transformation. So be ready, be ready now to the transformation is now. So you can already accept the transformation that is the opportunities that are offered by the universe. It's a great and if you are called to look at your past, just look at yourself in the past with compassion. Be compassionate in relationship to all the actors of your life. Be compassionate of all, but they were all lessons that were needed to be taught. What's in our inner emotion, hopes and fear, is disappointment. For we had expectations that were not met, and so the disappointment were about the actor. So I don't know whatever that means for you. For it could mean many things. For maybe it's the role we play, or the role other people play, or it's like eventually we'll drop the mask. It's because we change role, we'll evolve our role. What we learn is passion. We want to feel the passion. We want to feel satiated. We want to be completely fulfilled with this divine light. This is like a tree of life. We want to be that every sphere from the tree of life is showering love upon us, and to be completed and whole. And we can prevent the disappointment by aspiration. It means that we have to be bold. We have to break free of the box. We have to be courageous. We need to face our fear as much as possible to bring about this. It's the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a very powerful card of completion. It is a card of so it is here. It is about freedom, the Statue of Liberty. It's about this power, the obelisk, which is the power centers. It is about aspiring. It's about, because if we don't aspire, we may be oppressed. So we have to break free. We need to aspire, and we need to make things, to get out of our comfort zone in order to aspire to something more, and then we'll prevent disappointment, because maybe we've been a little bit too contemplative in relationship to things. We let things happen to us rather than reacting and being proactive and creative. So. And the outcome will be integrity. Integrity can be it's about walking our path. It means that we have to be okay to walk alone, and to the more we are okay to walk alone, the better we'll be in company, and the more we'll attract the people we need. It's about sticking to our values. It's about an acceleration of energy. It's about a direct action. It's going to go move really fast. So be ready for this great deal of acceleration, and so I hope this reading will be meaningful for this month, that it resonated with you. Only take what resonates always, and the rest may just be passing thoughts, or maybe some of the thoughts may come back at some point to make sense. there's going to be a great deal of mystery that will be revealed, and so it's like and also because we're seeing the physical body, but we don't see the soul. We're seeing the material earth, but we don't see the consciousness yet of the planet. So some of those things, this consciousness of the earth will reveal itself more and more. It is our mother earth. She provides everything. She provides the ground in which we live. She provides the air that we breathe. She provides the food that we eat. It provides we were born of the earth and created from the matter of the earth and the light for the sun, and we exist within the field of love that is created by the earth. For the earth has been damaged, has been aggressed with those atomic bombs and so on. Very, very extremely painful for the earth, those things. And so, but she has to be respected. What the earth is asking for us is respect. That's the thing we need to understanding and respect. For the earth is a great spaceship that navigates in the cosmos, and we're traveling with her, with billions of people, billions of souls that are all traveling, creating their own reality and recreating their own reality. Everybody lives within its own universe. For we do not and there is a rebirth that is happening, but this rebirth is very, very painful, to let go of darkness, duality, separation, physicality, to move into light, love, joy, compassion, unity. And so we're going to be moving. This rebirth will happen through the 0 point connection. And so understanding also the sun will also come into play. You might just sense some very powerful energy that will assist in the transformation, and the earth and the sun have no choice but to create a very, very disruptive energy to the human civilization that will be coming, maybe this year, maybe next year, maybe in the coming years, but there will be a great deal of disturbance in the human society until humans realize that those are divine beings and they need to be loved and respected. There is nothing to fear for those who are pure at heart. They will be protected. There is nothing to fear from the earth or from the sun, but those who have no respect and will be shaken up. They will have to face their own creation. And understanding this world of physicality is just like skin. It's just very superficial. There is all kinds of things going on within that we humans we do not see just yet. We're seeing more and more. For soon, there's going to be 2 timelines that are going to be separating. I've already spoke about that. Right now, we all collectively live in this one timeline, but some people will move into the ascension timeline, as others will move into this very dark energy, because they've created that. At some point, there's going to be a judgment. The censor will speak, and everything will change forever. But we want to qualify as many human beings as possible, as many souls as possible before this shift. So I don't think it's completely done yet. There's not enough people have been given the opportunity to choose love, to choose the light. Soon we're going to have to bring those information into the mainstream media everywhere in the world, so people know that they have this choice of returning to the oneness of all that is. Understanding also that there is thoughts are the real thing. When we think, we don't realize, but we think all the time. And those thoughts, when they're very, when the negative thoughts, they reflect to us really quickly. They're very localized. Every thought that we think is like a boomerang. It will come back to us in some form. But negative thoughts come back really quickly because they're localized. When positive thoughts are much more powerful, but they travel all the way across the universe. The universe is very big, and they influence all kinds of energy. So positive thoughts, but they take a lot longer to be manifested in the return, because they have to travel so far away. But they're very useful. So keep your thought positive. Positive thoughts is the most powerful tool we have. Positive thoughts and positive emotion to transform the world, to heal the world, to re-establish the balance and harmony of the planet. And so. Those are the notes I took. I also wanted to say that some of the young generation, the children, mostly those for the teenagers, are always rebel, and it's like normal. But children They pass through this period of rebellion. It's normal as a teenager, but the children, mostly those who were born after 2012, are coming with very advanced information, and so trust them. They have the solution. They're coming into this world, but they don't understand how we could create such a mess out of life, and it's just very maybe confusing to them, but they have the solution. So listen to the children, and they will. On once, what I wrote in my book, I knew that for a very long time, that it is just the need of one generation of conscious being to transform the world forever and eliminate all the wars and all the problems that the past generation have created. And so the children come with the solution. They have a very advanced consciousness, the souls that are coming, the souls. And also we do for a very long time material aspiration were all in all. It means a lot of people believe, they were taught that we're here to accumulate material things, and whoever has the most material things at the end of their life wins. But in a sense, those means nothing to spirit. The only thing that means something to spirit, the only thing we take with us is the progress of soul. The soul only wants this progress, this progressive evolution within the consciousness. So it is about more, we can still enjoy all the things of the material world. There's nothing wrong about that. But without the attachment, without being prisoners of our desire or believe that we are better than anybody else because we have more things, or that we are worse than anybody else because we have less things. It's not about that. Yet we can... So there is a great shift of understanding in relation. There is much less, and there is a disengagement from the interest of the accumulation of things. For if things are given by the divine grace, you can enjoy them. There is nothing that will hold you from enjoying the things of the material. For all things is love. It all comes from love, and so it's all given by the earth to be enjoyed in respect. Once again, but if it's like some people are like they need to take from everybody else in order. By any means possible to obtain their thing by corrupted or perverse means, that there is a prejudice and a karma that is created. So as the universe to give you all your goods, all your material things, for it is normal as material being to want material things, but it is not the central point of connection. Is the light, is the love, is the wisdom, and then from there anything else can be extended and added to that. For there is this consciousness that is shifting from materialism to spiritualism. For it will take a few generations before we're fully there, but we're here to anchor those energies. And within our DNA, we have the memory of peace and the memories of wars. We've incarnated hundreds of lifetimes on this planet, and hundreds of lifetimes on thousands of lifetimes on other planets. And so we've experienced war and peace. So we want to choose the activation of the peace. We can either be we can either be greedy, narrow, and dark, or we can be kind and generous. So we want to be kind and generous. We want to make that our standard. The more and more and more, prepare all the meeting to be kind and open, and send angels before any meeting or any calls to be surrounding the people that you need to communicate with. So they're preparing the ground, and so that you can. To make that the default setting is to be kind and generous, to be wise, to be enlightened. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I've got some dark thoughts that go through my mind while I'm saying all this, but I'm just choosing to ignore them. But dark thoughts, not dark thoughts with negative projection into others, but negative projection projected onto me. But I'm choosing to ignore that. The paintings behind me, I'm going to pull 4 cards from the Akash just for the day. For this, the tarot cards I read was for like a prediction for the month. This painting is part of the portraits I did in 2019. It's like an Egyptian goddess. It was saying in French behind it. It's like disappear now. It says "Know thyself, nothing more," and it's like she's a nude. And she's got the symbol of Venus here, and she's got the Eye of Horus and the symbol of the Trinity on her crown. She's kind of sexy, kind of pretty, I like her. Some of those works on paper will be revised before they finally they get the last frame, they get the official frames. Because the paintings on paper, I do it really quick, in 2-3 days I can do that, but the paintings on canvas, they take me months, sometimes years to do. I was looking at the back of this painting, it started in 2008. Then I wrote 2008, 2013, then I scratched that, and I wrote 2015, then I wrote 2018, and then finally I finished it in 2019. So it represents the dark universe of neighbor dawn, our own local universe, a star cloud that sits on the edge of the Milky Way. It's about 10 million stars with 6 million inhabited planets. Some of them are still in the process of evolution. And there's 100 constellations. And here on this painting, it's an organic painting. It's got a lot of dynamism in it. And it says Neighbor Dawn, Gillesmansillon, 2019, which is the name of our local universe. And then there is Encelon. Those are the names of the other local universe, the other star clouds that surround us in the Milky Way. Encelon, Sencelon, Portelon, Wolverine, Valvoring, Fanoving, and Avalon. Avalon is our sister universe. She's the one who was landing all kinds of celestial life. We're at the beginning of our universe. We were lacking in some... Before our own local celestial life was created, we utilized some of the resources of Avalon, and we've always had this strong connection. Avalon is also the name of the... It's a re-emerging memory of the... around the story of the King Arthur. And so... this is about celestial level, right? It's beyond the cosmic. There is those celestial energies that creating bubbles of energy from a spiritual administration point of view. And so I'm going to finish with a song. It's a folk song of John Denver. It's went through my head yesterday. It's about traveling. It goes like this. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. But the dawn is breaking, it's early morning. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. I'm already so lonesome I could cry. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. I tell you now they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I'll come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time let me kiss you. Then close your eyes and I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come, when I won't have to live alone. About the times when I won't have to say, kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Thank you very much. Remember, I was living in Denver when John Denver passed away. He was like, I didn't know him or his music at the time. He was like a big a big shock on the whole community. I lived about 2.5 years in Denver, like 6 months in Boulder, Colorado. I really liked the Rockies, and then 2 years in Santa Fe as well. I like those places. I hope to return there very soon, in Santa Fe. I'm really looking forward to returning to visit Santa Fe. I'm going to pull four cards from the Akash. The highest wisdom is the farm. It's the ability to be nourished from the earth. It's about planting, taking care of our own garden. It's about nourishing ourselves and nourishing others. What we need to understand is the baby. It's this rebirth process to allow ourselves to let go of the old and to be born in spirit, to be renewed, to be reborn, to be connected to this birth. It could also be relationship, family relationship, where we can envision to have children. Powerful connection for that's one of the greatest human adventure, is to raising children. For God is a father and a mother, and so it's like this is but it's a perfect mother, a perfect father. So it's like for us, we're not asked to be perfect. It can be scary to have children. My guardian angel told me once, you may have children someday, and you may meet somebody, and you may want to have children. I don't know if that's going to make you afraid or make you happy, but it's part of your past. So I'm looking forward to that, if that happens, if I meet the right person. What we need to do is the Father, is to become one with our Father, to become one with God. For it, when we are one with God, everything flows, everything's divine, everything's perfect, so everything has meaning, everything has sense. So it's about being one more and more. For Jesus explained to that, I am one with my Father, and this is really what everybody else needs to come into this realization, to become one with their inner guide, to their God self, and the outcome is the Amerindian. It is about honoring nature, understanding the consciousness of nature, to live in a ceremonial mode, to respect and honor Mother Nature, and to become one with our environment, to live in a simple life that's respectful of the environment, and connect to that divine energy of the earth. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you very much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for commenting. If you like those videos, I appreciate that, and I will return to you shortly. Hopefully, I will continue to do those messages as long as I can. Then I will do all the forms of messages. I'm going to do what I can to publish my book, translated in English and many other languages, and bring this message to the forefront of consciousness through the mainstream media. Spirit is talking to me about this. I'm going to have, of course, to take gloves, to be very, and to go very slow. For here, I can speak freely. For those who are listening to those messages, are very highly conscious beings, and they're open-minded. But when I speak to the general public, I'm going to have to take it very slow, much slower, and to be very careful, to wear gloves. That means I'm still going to speak my truth and open and fulfill that function, but it's all in the works. So let us be receptive to those potential and walk through those doorways and windows. And thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.